All right, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to Love Yourself First Oracle, where I deliver daily affirmations for each zodiac sign. Not too long, not too drawn out. Just a message to help you get through the day, the night, the evening, the weekend, whenever it is that you're viewing my channel. So, grand rising, good evening, good afternoon. Thank you for viewing my channel. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. Thank you for my A1 Day ones. Thank you for those who just subscribed. Hey, Queen Yay. Hey, King Yay. Make sure y'all hit the like button, leave a comment for me. Also, thanks to those who watch the channel and haven't subscribed yet. Hey, Queen, hey. Hey, King, hey. Make sure y'all hit the like button, leave a comment for me. Also, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We just over here loving ourselves. Self love and self care is not selfish when you're pointing to everybody else. We sometimes get into a relationship, the energy, see what might be blocking you. We get into it, but we always resort back to self. Okay. And thank you for those who subscribe to the channel but unsubscribe from the channel but still watch the channel. You can be led to the water, baby, but can't nobody make you drink it. At the end of the day, people have been telling you all your life, you need to make sure you take care of yourself. You need to make sure you take care of them kids. You need to make sure you put money back for a hard time. You need to forgive your mom and forgive your daddy. You need to work on your confidence. You need to work on your self-esteem. You need to work on how you treat people and how you talk to people, what you allow, and guess what you do? What you want to do. Why? Because you grown. But when you grown and you old enough and you know better, you should want to do what? Better. Exactly. And over in my channel, that's what we do. Like I say, self-love and self-care is not selfish when you point it to everybody else. Ain't no way you done allow somebody to come into your life or you doing it to somebody's life and they giving you the bare minimum. And you out here giving out 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or even 100%. Make it make sense. Go within, do their healing, acknowledge their pain, their trauma, their hurt, neglect issue, abandonment issue, trust issue, self esteem issue, confidence issue, mama daddy issue. Acknowledge it. Cry about it, yell about it, fight about it, talk about it, write it down, burn it, get you a plate, write on it, throw it down, but acknowledge it. That's the only way you're going to be able to release. Acknowledge it, release it, so you can start bringing in new energy. Okay, so Gemini's, y'all are up. Like I say, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, leave a comment. We almost at 500 subscribers. Yay, us. Okay. So we're going to always start off with the self care mission. We're just going to see what's blocking you. Like, what's blocking you dealing with relationships or just dealing with you, yourself. We're going to see what's blocking you. We're going to get in it. Okay, so y'all already know when I hit the bowl, in through your nose slowly, out through your mouth slowly. So inhale, exhale. All right. All right. That was nice, y'all. That was nice. So we're gonna start off self care miss. Y'all already know I'm holding the mic, so I gotta put it down. Okay. Like I say, my dog was 8 months and I thought it was high, but I guess it wasn't high enough. Okay. Okay, so at the bottom it says be realistic. It says get your head out of the clouds and begin seeing things the way they really are and truly are. Walking through life wearing rose colored glasses only leads to pain, embarrassment, and loss. So some of y'all need to be realistic. Okay, it's time for y'all to step up in that mirror and check self. Cause who knows self better than self? It's time for you to take the glasses out. Stop that. Ain't no wishing on the star. Cut it out. No. Start seeing things for what it really is. It only leads to pain and embarrassment and loss. So whatever you're doing, whatever you might be thinking about doing, whatever you might been dealing with and going through for a little while or not too long, it's time for you to be realistic. Okay. Now, as far as the collective, so you got the realistic, then you got move on. In order to gain closure or healing for ourselves, we must move on from things, people, and situations we cannot change. So certain situations you already know they can't change. Certain situations you already know probably need to change. Certain situations you already know, like, yeah, no. And it's like, yeah, it's time for you to move on. Take off those rose colored glasses and do what need to be done for you. It says move on from things, people, and situations. Okay? It's already in the back of your head. And it's also saying that life has a funny way of teaching us. However, the greatest lesson is to learn from our tests and trials and not be bitter, but be greater. So I don't need to be bitter when some don't work out. I don't need to be bitter when some don't go a type of way that you wanted to go or that you thought it might have went. It don't need to be bitter. It was a lesson you were supposed to get out of it. So the next time it come around, you'll be able to pass it. Okay, so don't be bitter. Be greater. Collective. Okay, and then singles. It says direction. Stop. Take a moment. Catch your breath. But most of all, don't panic. Look around and try to regain your senses. It says trust yourself. Your life compass will never lead you wrong. And in the end, you will always find your way. So you might be thinking that you lost. You might be thinking, I don't know, how stuff about to go now. I don't know where I'm gonna get this and that from. I don't know how this about to go since, I ain't dealing with this situation no more. I ain't dealing with that no more. Or I got this going on. School about to start back. A lot of stuff. It's like chill out. Don't panic. Don't panic. Your life compass will never lead you wrong. So you already got a nudge. You already got a feeling what you might have to do or what you think you might have to do. But closed mouths don't get fed. And it says sometime in life, things become outdated and out focused. This is a prime time to look at your life from I say form, but from a whole new perception. So it's time for you to look at things different. Like you said, at the end, at the bottom, take off those rose colored glasses. It's time for you to get realistic. You've been living in the fairy tale, Lippy. You've been working and doing what you're supposed to do, but have you really been there? Like, have you been looking over things? Have you been looking past things? Have you been walking on eggshells? Have you been feeling like, no, this ain't it? This ain't it. This ain't what I want to do. This ain't where I want to be. This ain't how I thought it would be. This didn't know. So it's like, okay, it's time for you to start letting certain things go now. It's time for you to start wanting better for you. It's time for you to not to be looking at the past and trying to figure out, oh, if I would have did this, if I could have did this, if that should have went. The past is past. You can't change that. Leave it there. What are you gonna do today? What are you gonna do as far as making everything else how you want it in your life right now? Those who are in a relationship, it said losses. It says sometimes we must lose things and people to appreciate them in their value. Then other times we must lose to gain. So sometimes we gotta lose in order to gain, like you say. You gotta give or receive sometimes. Some gotta be taken from you in order for you to appreciate it a little bit more, or some got to be taken from somebody else in order for them to appreciate it a little bit more. And then the other time it's just for somebody else game because they already was coming in looking at the game plan. They had already wrote they playbook out. So you gotta make sure you be careful. You gotta make sure you start moving on from situations that no longer serve you. Stop holding on to things that you gotta continue to get CPR to. Cut it out. Those that's in a marriage or a long term committed relationship, it says whether we admit it or not, we all have or have had habits that did not serve our greatest good. Use the knowledge to become better, to become a better version of you. So you might have stopped something, somebody else might not have stopped nothing. Stopped something. You know, like you said, everybody had a habit. Have or had. So let's not be out here judging nobody. Okay? Take the knowledge that you did as far as whatever you did to stop that habit and give it to somebody else. Help somebody else. Each one teach one. Okay? And then sometimes people just don't want no help. And you got to take out the rose colored glasses. And you got to be able to move on from certain things. Okay? Enough is enough. And the last time was the last time. But how somebody gonna keep telling you when the last time is the last time? No matter what's the situation is. Okay? So let's get into the messages. Let me get these cards out and then we're gonna go over it. I be trying not to make the video so long, y'all, but sometimes we gotta talk a little bit. Gotta put some on your mind, make you think. All right, y'all. So singles, what's blocking you relationship wise or just blocking you in general, dealing with self? So it's saying judgment. Don't be too quick to count someone out. Be open and give them a fair chance. So you too judgmental. Oh, that's not what I'm attracted to. Oh, that's not what I think I want to be doing because this person doing it and we had this type of. Oh, I don't think I want to do that because it's outside my race. Oh, I don't think I want to do this because I feel this way because of a past relationship, or whatever the case might be. Oh, I don't want to talk to this person because, too judgmental. It's like, stop counting people out. Be open. Give people a fair chance like you gave everybody else. And like I say all the time, everybody be like, oh, I got my type, I got my type. Okay, but the type that you been running into, they ain't been hitting on nothing. So maybe it's time for you to step outside of your type. Maybe it's time for you to, go a different route. Because the ones you've been attracted to, they ain't been hitting on nothing. Why they ain't been hitting on nothing? Because you ain't did the proper healing, and then still you're judgmental. Cut it out. It says give them a fair chance. They're not even getting a chance because you already got set up in your head. Like, cut it out. And it says everyone leaves. Choose a partner who can commit to you and let yourself commit to them. So everybody gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? Everybody leaves. Sometime everybody leaves. Sometimes the people that you want, or the people that you want to have something with, or you thought was gonna be a long-term friendship or something like that, whatever the case may be, relationship, friendship, anything, just dealing with you as far as having history with people. Certain people get older, they get wiser, they want to change their circle when they start taking accountability for certain things. And it's like, hey, start choosing people who gonna choose you. Start choosing people who gonna choose you. Stop letting people words get you. Let action start speaking. Choose a partner who can commit to you and let yourself commit to them. And it says you cannot experience true intimacy unless you open your heart and be yourself. So who you trying to be? Everybody else taking who you trying to be. Because I know you're in a, if you should be saying, I'm not your superwoman. You know what I'm saying? Like, who you trying to be? If you ain't messing with it, you ain't rocking with it, you ain't messing with it, rocking with it. Stop thinking you can change people when it's other people that done came before you and thought the same thing. I mean, why you think they ain't together? It might be other things too, but people gonna change for who they want to change for. Always remember that. You need to start opening up your heart and being yourself. Be you. And it says it's fear of loss. It says you are afraid of losing someone or being abandoned. Take a chance. So and then also you're afraid to lose people. You're afraid of, you got abandonment issues. That's why you can't let certain people go. That's why you still got certain people in your energy. That is why you put up with certain things that you put up with, because you have abandonment issues. You don't want to open your heart and be fair to other people. You scared everybody that come in that you might be attracted to, that you might want, is gonna leave. Or any type of situation, friendship, anything that's gonna leave. But it's like, hey, life happens. Life happens. Life happens. But you're gonna have to come out of your comfort zone. You're gonna have to start giving people a fair chance. Okay? Those that are in a relationship, it is telling you, walk away. You leave too quickly when things get challenging. Stay and try to work it out. So you one of those like, baby, I'm gonna take my losses. I ain't got time for none of that. I know when it's time to move on. I see it when reality hitting. Okay, I see when it's time, as far as I got my lesson from you, whatever lesson you was supposed to get from me. Hey, it is what it is. And it's like, hold on, some of it is worth fighting for. Some of it is worth sitting down, having a proper conversation to see how can we get this better. It's like, hold on, chill out. Okay, and you also is saying like, Sometimes you don't even know what you want. Sometimes you don't know what you want. Yeah, and then people be doing extra things because people know what you be doing, and then they come up in your space and they like, why are you doing this? You already know what I got going on. Why would you call in? Why would you do this as far as messing up my mood, my energy? Like, why would you do that? And like I say, this when you gotta control your emotions. But it says you don't even know what you want. So you need clarity before you get involved. So it's time for you to start. Hold on. I'm recording. I'm recording. Okay, I love you. Okay. Now, Eric, they already know. That's all I'm saying. So it's like, why am I feel like I'm feeling like it might be like, why am I constantly saying this over and over? You know the routine. You know what I do on this day. You know how I do this, and then you still choose to do something when I'm already scheduled and you already know my routine. Like, yeah. But it's saying that you need to start getting more clarity before you get involved with people. Okay, talking, communicating, not telling them so much about you. Because they say you tell others too much about yourself all at once. You need to start sitting back, listening, and observing. Do you hear me? Stop telling people so much at once. Sit back, listen sometime. Nobody say you can't tell everybody everything all at once. Sometimes you gotta see what the person cares is, because you done told them everything like, oh, okay, well, I know what I gotta be. I know how I gotta do this. I know how I gotta move. It's like, hey, let's do different. Trade places. You sit back, you listen, you ask the questions, try to see what it is. But it also is saying procrastination. Don't make someone wait around too long. They might give up on you. So, you might like to keep a tool or something in the back, or you might be, or somebody might be doing what they doing, thinking, hey, this person ain't gonna go nowhere. I did this and I did that. They always forgiving. They always, we have our little moments, but we get right back together. And it's like, hey, keep playing with fire, you're gonna get burned. Keep being out here looking at the eye candy, you're gonna lose what you got. Cause it says beauty fades. Choose someone for their inner beauty and personality. So you out here, you might be choosing people as far as how they look. You might be choosing or talking to the ones and got something at home and you still out looking, or vice versa. But it's like, hey, you need to start making it very clear about what you want before you get into something. You need to start communicating more, or somebody needs to start communicating more and stop all this procrastination. Ain't nobody got years or months or time to be sitting and waiting on somebody to get their stuff right after they done drug the hard out everywhere, then stumped on it, kicked it. Or ain't nobody got time to be putting years up into a partnership, a businessship, or whatever the case might be, and it ain't going nowhere. Or like I say, you ain't got time to study, jump into something, and then ready to walk away because you did all the talking and you should have been listening and you should have been paying attention to the action. Let's get it together. Those in a marriage or a long term committed relationship, it's telling you you need to, it says holding on. You must release the old ties in order to have a fresh start with someone new. It's time to go. It says moving on, rose colored glasses. Somebody got habits or his habits that need to be let go of. But you gotta release the old ways in order to have some a fresh start with someone new or something new. Okay? Because you always chasing or being chased. But it says you must be willing to commit to one person. Somebody gotta be willing to commit to one person. It's time to take the glasses off. It's time to let go of things that you no longer can control. It's time for you to stop holding on to things. Like I say, stop giving CPR to a dead situation. Stop trying to change people. Trying to change someone never works. Accept them as they are or move on. They're going to move on again. People going to change for who they want to change for, and it don't take years. It don't take years. You have stopped believing in love. Let yourself heal so you can be open again. And stop being so judgmental. Stop going after your type. Give everybody a fair chance. But it's your message, Levi. I do hope you enjoy. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Tell a friend of a friend. We almost at 500 subscribers. And this is what was blocking you, or what is blocking you, dealing with relationships, self, anything. Just what's blocking you, period. Take it how you take it, okay? In through the nose, out through the mouth.